Let us know
Everybody?
if you can hear us loud and clear. As always, we are streaming new. We got some new stuff for you tonight. Again, we are on the what? The cozy coaching segment of our Go Live. Got some new stuff for you tonight. Again, we are on the what? Super excited. Give me a second, guys. I got all sorts of sounds
Let me
and
give y'all
things
a
going
proper
on.
intro. I don't know what Shay got going on. Welcome to the live podcast. Don't wait to be great. We are your hosts, Shay and Derek. Shay and Derek. And we're super excited that you guys are here. If you've ever dreamed to start your own housing program, this is the right place to be. We've trademarked independent living facility. And every Tuesday night, we literally talk about ways to make it better. Like, what is the business side of it? Shay and I also do business coaching. So a lot of what we do, that's, most people know us for housing the homeless and the displaced and teaching it. But we also do business consulting as well. So we're excited about that. And we'll be talking a lot about that tonight as well. So some of the systems and software that we use, how do we implement the virtual assistants, right, that are based out of the Philippines? And also, what is this workshop that we're going to have Wednesday? So we're going to talk about how in the world can you write a book in less than 15 minutes? Yeah. So we're going to be showing you guys next Wednesday. And in fact, if you text the word book, BOOK, to 407-326-0086. We're going to send you all the information that you need. But nevertheless, my name is Derek Forston. As you can see today, I'm a gap filler. And gap filler stands for God's appointed people. So we're going to talk about these t-shirts and what the heck do these mean. But I'm Derek Forston, guys. I'm the owner and operator of Second Chance Housing. And that's my personal independent living facility where we take people from homeless to hopeful. But I'm also the founder and thought leader of Forston Consultants, where my family and I, my beautiful wife, we go all over the world sharing this concept in terms of what is an independent living facility. Is it a group home? Is it an ALF? Right. Is it an adult daycare? It's none of that stuff. It's a living environment. It can be a 4-bed, 2-bath home where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So that's who I am, Shay. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Go live, man. We the people on Instagram missing out. I'm a fire tech guy, y'all. But anyway,
she gets so distracted, y'all.
I am Shanye Shea Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, a local 501c3 here in Orlando, Florida, where we take people from homeless to hopeful women, that is, utilizing the ILF model. I'm also an expert consultant and co-founder of Forston Consultants here in sunny Orlando. Again, we do so much. We've got so many ILFs across the nation right now, and so many different people that are learning how to become housing providers. And with that, we also get the opportunity to not only coach them on the ILF model, but we also get the opportunity to coach them in other business endeavors that they ultimately run and start, right? Absolutely. So tonight's going to be an interesting night. We've got a lot to unpack. Started off a little bit of a conversation yesterday in regards to affiliate sales, right? Yep. When we was talking about my water bottle, and it ain't too far away, y'all. It's never too far away. Boom. We were talking about the water bottle and how you can become an affiliate of products and services that you use, and how it can also help you make an extra income. So I find it quite interesting that you had a consultation with someone today, sure did, yep. And you were talking about affiliates, and that wasn't something that you guys were right. that was planned for.
Because her whole business model of what she wants to do is that she wants to kind of be the go-to person in her industry in terms of what she does in event spaces. Yeah, and she couldn't quite figure out the wording or how it will work. And essentially, what she was talking about was just being an affiliate of all of these different services. But everybody comes to her, right? And then she makes a percentage off of all of these different things that she's able to offer people. Okay. So guys, if you haven't noticed, again, and if you missed yesterday's room, we kind of talked a lot about, of course, housing the homeless and the displaced and ILFs, which are independent living facilities. But we also talked about more ways to make you guys some money and to make an impact. Times are tough, right? There's a lot going on in the world. Times are crazy. And again, income and financials and money coming in, as I'll say, for a lot of people is getting tight. Yeah. So again, we want to offer some ways and some suggestions of how you guys can make some money, right? But also at the same time, maybe help some people. Yeah. So again, guys, don't miss our AI book writing session that we're going to have next Wednesday. Yeah. And again, if you want to know more information about it, just text the word book to 326-0086. But again, that's just one way, because that workshop share is only $37.
Right.
So for $37, guys, we're going to show you guys how to write a book literally in one day. You can do it in 15 minutes, but I'm going to give you guys one day. But we're also going to teach you how to write books for other people.
Right.
How to publish books for other people. So essentially, man, you guys can almost become your own publishing company. Yeah. So again, not only do I want you guys to be an author, right? I want you also to be able to write books for other people.
It's necessary.
So that you guys can make income and also help people along the way.
And see, so Miss Rankin's actually here. We had a brief dialogue because she was in the chat yesterday. Hey, how are you, everyone? Welcome. And she was talking about not utilizing her virtual assistant effectively. And see, these are some of the things that we love to coach on, because these are tools that you can equip your virtual assistant with and now provide a new service for people that you are in community with, right? It can be your church. It can be other entrepreneurs and business owners and operators. So that's one of the other things that I'm excited about this book workshop that we're doing next week, Wednesday. The whole idea of this workshop is to make sure that we're teaching and giving someone skills, right? So that they can implement in other genres and other niches, right?
And immediately too. That's what I like about this. Like, you guys are going to learn this skill set within the first 6 minutes of being in the workshop. But by the time you leave, but again, what I'm excited about is not only will you be able to write your own book, I want you guys, and we're going to teach y'all how to offer this to other people. So how do you write books for other people and also make an income from it?
And even Derek, I think you can even use the information that you gather from this to even do things such as blogs, you know, writing people's newsletters, stuff like that. Like, we did a whole course in our VA 101 community teaching people how to do these things to make an extra income. It's the same process, right? You're going to do the same marketing. You're going to do all of that stuff. And these are things that you can have your virtual assistant to do and in order to, you know, give them more work, right? And also more income for your businesses. So let's talk about affiliate marketing, Derek. I think that's one of the biggest keys that I want to hone in on. And Miss Rankins, I want you to put some questions in the chat, and we're going to dive into your specific need, in regards to the your virtual assistant and getting them some more things to do, keeping them occupied. And we'll make this thing all about virtual assistants as well. But what I did want to do is you know, fulfill my promise in regards to talking about some of the affiliate sales tactics that can be used, right? And how we utilize them. So first and foremost, for me, I'm a big affiliate on things that I personally use and like. What better way to be a salesperson of a product if you don't like it, right? Or you've never even tried it. So like I said, again, it goes to my little trusty bottle. I'm not a water drinker. I tell this to everybody. So what I've done is I found a company that I believe in. I love their product. I'm all about trying to get an uptick in my water intake, right? So what I've done is I tried it. I loved it. And I liked it so much that I was like, you know what? People are always asking me when they see my fancy little water bottles, whether it's this one, whether it's my other ones, where did you get that from? Oh, it's cute. I like it. Well, that's when I say, here's my affiliate link. You should definitely try it out. It's flavored water, but the great thing about it is you have the ability to actually dial up the flavor as high or as low as you want it. It's no sugar added, all natural flavoring, no colors, no preservatives, no additives, like stuff like that. So if you are interested in something like this to, you know, have an uptick in your water intake, just to be a healthier you, go ahead and click the link. I will make sure I provide you all with my link in a moment for Circle. I love Circle. I am a fan, and anybody that is like me that does not like water and doesn't like that funny aftertaste that certain products give you, then this is what I would especially encourage you to try. But try it using my link, okay? Try it using my link. I'll make sure you have it in the chat in a moment. So talk about some of the other things, Derek, that it comes to when talking about affiliates. Like, what is so important about being an affiliate?
Also, I'm gonna give them an example of what you literally just did. Notice how she made that sound almost like a commercial. She talked about it. She bragged about it. So again, guys, don't lose sight of what we're talking about, right? We're talking about ways to make money, right? We're talking about ways that you can make money that don't cost you any money. This is similar to the HRA product that we offer in terms of you being a housing referral agency.
Right.
You literally just open up your mouth and you're talking about what you can provide, but you're leaning on somebody else to provide it. Shay's talking about this product, and if she puts her link below and you guys buy it, she gets a certain percentage of it. So every company has a percentage of what they pay. Prime example, even here at Forster Consultants, we pay a 10% commission. So if you guys sell any of our products, any of our VA services, any of our digital marketing services, you guys are welcome an affiliate link from us. So again, every one of you that are listening to this right now, you guys should be signing up at VA 101, Digital Flow Solutions, and the Forster Consultants links that we have, because all of our products, because that's a part of what we do.
Exactly.
Not only do we want to teach people how to do stuff, but why not also give you a way to make money from it? So that's why I tell a lot of you all, especially the people that we coach, for sure. If we're coaching you, one of the first posts that you should put out is that you've met with us and this is what you do. And if you've ever desired to start your own housing program, go see my coach. Now, will I also appreciate you doing that? Absolutely. But the bigger picture is that you guys are doing it to drive the attention to you. Prime example, most of you guys know that our coaching for our IMB, the ILF Master Blueprint, is $15,000 at the original cost. That's $1,500 that you get for just telling somebody about us. At the scholarship price, our coaching is $7,500. That means you get $750 at that price.
Exactly.
And if we just happen to be throwing a sale like we often do, there's a sale going on right now for like $4,700 for that same ILF Mastery Blueprint. That would be $470 if you led somebody. Try not to get so caught up in Shay talking about this particular water bottle. This can
it's just an
anything.
idea. Yeah, it's just an example.
The idea of, even again, the way Shay promoted it and how she talked about it. You brag about it, you talk about it, and you talk about the benefits of it.
Exactly.
Notice she also talked about she's been an affiliate of something that she uses and believes in.
Yeah, trust
it. It's hard to sell something, Shay, when you don't believe in it.
Exactly.
So again, you can find things that you believe in and push it that way. So again, being an affiliate to me, again, is one of the easiest ways to make money. Prime example, here's a gem.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are starting these faceless YouTube channels. They're selling products. They're signing up on these affiliate sites. They're using ChatGPT and another tool like Midjourney, and they're merging those together. And if you don't know what these is, we'll break these down too. But these are essentially AI tools. They're merging it together and allowing a video to be created from it. They're uploading that to TikTok and YouTube.
Yep.
Every time somebody watches that and buys that product, they're making money in their sleep.
Exactly.
And again, that's called passive income. So again, guys, merging some of these tools together, and that's a lot of what our AI writing workshop is about Wednesday. How can we write a book in one day? How can we write that in 15 minutes? But even more importantly, how can we do that for other people, upload it on Amazon and other links in your website to be able to sell it? So again, Shay, I know, I ain't gonna say a ton of people, but I know even young people, teenagers
that are doing
signing up on these sites to be an affiliate of whatever you can imagine.
Yeah.
And they're building videos with AI tools and ChatGPT, and they're uploading it to TikTok. And then if you're real smart, Shay, some people are doing paid ads.
And even
they're putting money behind it.
Yeah.
Right. So now thousands of people see it, because guys, it's a numbers game. Right. So that's my take on that. And I think again, affiliate links are really good.
An affiliate. So people may be asking, okay, so Derek, how do I become an affiliate of any product? And it's pretty simple. 99, I'm not going to even say 99, a vast majority of stores or product makers have an option for you to become an affiliate on their site.
Right.
You can literally search their site for affiliate marketing and it'll pop right up. You just sign up. And some of them do it as on per sale. Some of them may pay out their affiliates monthly, quarterly. It just depends. And don't just get focused on an actual tangible product. When it comes to affiliate links, you can actually market software, systems, Like, let's say, prime example, Digital Flow Solutions is a system. If you know somebody that wants a website or needs a website, we have affiliate marketing. And there's other organizations and companies, prime example, that allow you to affiliate, sell their products. And those are, again, ways that you can increase your income. It may not be a huge, commission, but if you're good at marketing and you have a virtual assistant that is all they do is focus on marketing for this particular product, boom, you've gotten the word out so far beyond your sphere of influence by utilizing the internet to help you market or send people to click that link. So that's one of the strategies I wanted to talk about tonight. So how can people become an affiliate of Forston Consultants and all of our products?
Absolutely. So just signing up. I mean, well, I'm gonna say just signing up, but if I'm not mistaken, right on forstonconsultants.com, I think there's a link that says become an affiliate. If I'm wrong about that, my team will tell me, as well as va101.co. So our virtual assistant service, you guys should know tons of people that could use a virtual assistant. Prime example, if you guys have gotten a VA from VA101, you're the best salesman for it because you already have one, right? You're already enjoying that VA. So again, at va101.co, there's another link that says become an affiliate. And it's simple as just signing up, putting in your email, right? And I think they ask for some PayPal information. So for
if you have PayPal for payouts.
So again, most of the time, Shay, you just sign up. And then again, I like to say, run your mouth about the program.
That's it.
Or the product. Because like Shay said, it could be a digital product. It could be a physical product as well. So there's a question that came in that says, I need better strategies on how to utilize social media to bring in customers or awareness to the shared housing business.
I love that.
And I'm assuming she's meaning the actual tenants that she'll be housing. So Shay, you want to go
first?
I
do. So today I say this, don't be afraid of AI. Right? AI is a huge component of being able to help you cultivate and nurture some ideas to be able to get the word out. So one thing I did today, Derek, and actually sent to my virtual assistant was a list of prompts that she can put into an AI tool to help her to generate social media content that will be lead generation, right? So it's lead gen. It's all about lead generation, getting the word out, how to increase your visibility on social media. So those are some of the things you want to get proficient at. Look up different things. You can go into any of the AI engines, whether it's Chat GPT, whether it's Copilot, or all those other ones, and say, hey, I need a strategy on growing my social media and getting more engagement. And it will literally help you by giving you different ideas and plans. So the one that I used was pretty robust, Derek, and I may share it with VA101, the community. It was very robust. You put it in, and it's not a short prompt. You do have to give it information, like who you are, what you do, who is your target audience, what is your company name, what do you want these people to do past seeing your social media? So that call to action, like what is the call to action? Is it visit my website? Is it put a heart in the comments? Is it like, what is your call to action? So a lot of times when it comes to social media, if we're unable to direct and guide our virtual assistants appropriately, I think they just get caught up in creating good graphics, right? With no plan or any process to pretty much get it to go further than just a nice post, right? There should always be a call to action when you are utilizing social media. Don't just create something that's cute, right? So you'll see, like with us, with Digital Flow Solutions, we're now in the process of embedding triggers into our social media posts.
Right.
So prime example, if you go to a social media post starting, I think tomorrow, it's going to have a call to action. It may say, hey.
Or just like even now when I've been texting y'all to text the word book.
Yes.
But instead of now texting the phone number right inside of the Instagram or Facebook, in the comments when they text the word, now info. It just happens inside the social media.
It'll come in the social media, and then something's going to automatically respond. So those are some of the things I would say when it comes to strategizing for social media is you want to make sure that there's always a call to action. If there is no call to action, then you're just showing pretty pictures, right? And people are going to be quick to go across it. Don't get stuck on just stills. I tell people all the time, Don't have a whole bunch of graphics with no messaging. A lot of people are not going to read your long description. People don't like to read. They like to swipe, right? We're in the generation of swipe left, swipe right, swipe up, swipe down. So you want to make sure that your social media content is, mix it up a little bit. Do carousels, do regular static post, do reels, do stories, do all sorts of different things. Get on the camera yourself. And I'm preaching to the choir because Shay needs to do better.
Right there.
Shay needs to do so much better. But also getting on the camera yourself and introducing people to who you are, what you do. If they don't see somebody or something that they can connect with, it makes it harder for to maintain the engagement. Yeah. So like prime example, this week, Derek, when we go over to do all the shopping and stuff like that for the ILFs, my biggest goal is to get content. I'm going to take our Rode mics. We're going to record as if we are out and about and really recording. These are things that I personally have to get better at this. Derek is a pro at it. Y'all, listen, even my music page is like, hey, can you send us some music information, please?
I'll interject. I'm not a pro at it. I just understand that if we don't do that, there is no business that comes in. So
exactly.
Most of you all are here because you see me or heard me run my big mouth somewhere about shared housing.
Social media,
right? On some form of social media, whether that was YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Clubhouse. So again, I'm going to say exactly what Shay said. You got to get in front of the camera too, so that people know who you are and what you do.
Yes,
right.
You have to.
And also, like Shay talked about again, right? Because it was great advice. The automations. We've had this phone number thing for a while now, but my team is right now working on how can that happen inside of social media. So now they don't have to go and dial and text a number per se, but right inside of Facebook, hey, comment the word ILF to get more information.
Right.
And as soon as they comment ILF,
boom,
the webinar goes right there to them.
We're in the
right.
DMs.
So everything is faster. And again, it's attracting people. Also showing people what we would call POC, proof of concept. So you're super new to us probably, but if you go far enough back onto our social media, you'll see where we also invite social workers and case managers to see what our housing looks like. Right. So that's also how you're going to draw the attention, because they're the providers, remember?
Yeah.
They're the ones that are going to be calling you. But also, what if you have that military veteran that's scrolling through TikTok one day and he's homeless, maybe sleeping on the street, but saw your post that you put that say, hey, looking for a clean place to live? Give us a call. This is exactly what we do at Rankins Solutions, right? So, and we believe in being consistent in it. So that's one thing about a lot of people, because we're busy. We have jobs, we have children, we have spouses. Life be lifing, as they say. So with all of our coaching package, just about, we give you a virtual assistant complimentary. The hourly pay is up to you, but to vet, to train and endorse that VA, and to find that VA and source that VA for you, we waive that fee. So again, that's what's powerful about it. And also, right now, our VAs are also on sale, right? So that VA service that's usually $697, that's right now only $347. So again, we tell people the cheat code to life is God, virtual assistants, and software and systems. And again, today, remember, we're talking about how to make money and how to make this business better. What's the best systems to run your businesses? And we use digital flow solutions for every business that we have. And we always incorporate a virtual assistant inside of it.
So I do have a question for you. So Derek, so everything that we're using now with all of the implementation of new tools and stuff, so can people find that all within one place, or is it different softwares and systems that they have to get acclimated to? Or you tell me about that. Tell me a little bit more about Digital Flow Solutions.
Absolutely. So Digital Flow Solutions is an all-in-one platform, Shay. It literally is everything in one. Right. Most of us pay for a few different systems to make your business happen. Digital Flow Solutions has everything from your telephone system, your text messaging system, email campaigns, your social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. No more needing to have to pay for DocuSign separately. Everything that you can imagine to run a business, from the phone to the social media to your to posting to email, like everything you can imagine, guys, is inside of it. All of these automations that I'm talking about. So if you guys get a little minute, definitely check out digitalflowsolutions.net. I'm actually going to pull it up for you guys, though. because I want you to see it. And I want to make it bigger
What's
than what I
that
have
fancy
it
little
there.
thing? Go to the arrow down. Yeah, so what I also want to do, Derek, for Miss Rankins is this, because I think a lot of people, we give a lot of instruction on what to do, but I want to show you how to do it. So Miss Rankins, let me know in the chat, in the comments, if you are familiar with AI tools such as ChatGPT or Copilot, because if you are, I would love to do something on the spot while we're here live and have you work through something so that you can actually see how to get a social media content calendar utilizing an AI tool.
And that's
so
also going to be one of the workshops. So it sounds like Shay finna give y'all a little bit of a cheat code inside of it. So one of these workshops that we'll also have, because if you haven't heard it lately, and we literally just introduced this Monday, we're going to start having a lot of different workshops that's going to be super affordable to show people business stuff, but also that whole shared housing and the ILF model and all of that we do. And the first one that's coming up is the one that you see on the bottom of the screen. That's our AI book writing workshop. That's going to be next Wednesday, and it's only $37. And again, the game you're going to learn in it is 10 times that, because we're going to teach you how to write your own book, but we're also going to teach you how to write and copyright books for other people.
Right.
So how do you advertise this service that you're going to learn for only $37 next week? And also, Shay gonna bless y'all with digital flow solutions in a way to sell it, right? To advertise it. So that's gonna be really, really cool.
Okay, so she said she's very familiar. Okay, perfect. How I always like to ask this, like even with prompts and all of that stuff, are you comfortable and confident with prompts? I say, as a person that has virtual assistants, get aggressive with your prompts, and then also teach your virtual assistant how to do the same thing. In regards, when I say get aggressive, be very descriptive, be very over articulate what you were looking for. And then have that virtual assistant also learn it and bring those same prompts back to you. What prompts are you using for social media? Ask your virtual assistant, because sometimes a lot of times those virtual assistants don't really know how to articulate well what they're wanting from AI tools. So what I've done is I've actually bought courses on Udemy for my VAs to help them with better prompt generation. Not very expensive, very, very, very cost effective. And I've had my virtual assistants study those tools to kind of better understand how to prompt AI. So that's going to be Miss Rankin said that she's very general with her prompts. So what I want to do, if you don't mind, Derek, before we go to Digital Flow Solutions, I want Miss Rankin to do something with me, because I want her to see how effective and how a more robust, what the outcome will be from a more robust ChatGPT or any AI tool prompt. So give me 1 second. Let me log in. And Derek, while I'm logging in, you can actually share some information, anything you want to share about utilization of AI tools and how have you been with
it's going
prompts?
to be the gist of that class on Wednesday, right? And that's going to be a great example. Sounds like what Shay is getting ready to show you all. So this is a impromptu, so get ready, guys. But AI is it's life-changing, quite frankly. It's replacing jobs. I'm going to show you guys Wednesday how it's going to replace authors, right? Because there's no longer sitting down and taking 3 months to write and publish a book, or taking 3 months to think of the concept or how to start the book out. We're going to show you guys how to do that really quickly. But again, being able to offer that to other people. So again, don't forget to text the word book to 407-326-0086. And again, get very familiar with Digital Flow Solutions, because as you guys see on the screen, for only $37 a month, man, you guys can get a website running that'll be on the World Wide Web all over the world, right? So for only a $97 setup fee and $37 a month, because again, Shay is going to also, I think she gifted that to the people that's coming.
Yes.
Right. So she's going to show y'all a way to be able to sell this ebook, guys, through this Digital Flow Solution setup. So Shay.
So I'm in. So Miss Rankin, I am so sorry. This is a long prompt. And this is one of the things that I want you to get used to. So if you're watching me on your laptop, and you can put this in the chat GPT, actually, no, you want to do this because we're using such a large prompt. You want to have chat GPT on your laptop or tablet, right? So I'm actually using my tablet for this particular one. And I want you to, this is the prompt. It's too long for me to put in the chat, so I'm so sorry. I can put it. Okay, perfect. So this is the prompt. You are a social media management expert.
And trust me, Miss Rankins, you won't be able to type this in. She's getting ready to read
long.
a book.
It's really long. So I want you to hear what I'm saying. So you are a social media management expert. You know all the best strategies to gain followers, get likes on our posts, engage people with our content, and get the most views possible. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that first part. Now, this is just the first part.
No, just go all the way through, because they need to realize how long it is.
Okay.
And for you guys' benefit, all of these sessions are recorded.
Right.
So as I jokingly told Ms. Rankins, don't try to write this down, because you're going to get lost if she reads straight through it. Listen to the prompt, more importantly, of what she's trying to get out of it. So Shay, if you really want to
just go through
give them the value
of
it, tell them again, what are you doing, and then read it.
So I am having I want my AI to generate for me not just social media content, but I want them to, again, make strategize with me on how I can build my following, how I can get more likes on posts, how I can engage with people with our content and get more views possible, as many views as possible. So the prompt says, you are a social media management expert. You know all the best strategies to gain followers, get likes on our posts, engage people with our content, and get the most possible views. You will create for me a 30-day content calendar. You will make it. You will make an Excel table with columns for each day, organized in the best possible way. I want you to propose various types of content to alternate on my profile and boost user engagement. This should include short form videos, carousels, simple images, and stories. And I will also add reels, okay? And reels. You will tell me exactly what type of content to create, give me guidance on how to create it, and write my scripts or text in advance. The content must educate my followers as much as possible. I want to provide the most value to my community. Each post must be a two-step post, meaning it ends with a call to action to receive something free from me. And then it gives you the information. So again, here is the information about the content I want you to create. My business name is, I want you to market to this particular audience, and this is what you'll fill in. Okay. Let me see what else. I lost my own train of thought. Who is my target population? And then it says, what is my expertise in? My industry that I cover, and then what is my call to action? So that, again, is a descriptive post. Not only did prompt, yes, why I keep saying post prompt. That is a very descriptive prompt. And that prompt brought me back. I wish I could show you all this, but it literally brought me back in my iPad, a table. And I'm going to see if you all can see part of this. Not too sure.
That's why the workshops are going to be more
the workshop's going to be amazing.
Right here.
But I'm just showing you a basic review of what it gave me. And it's very long. It's not short
we're actually going to
by
give
a long
you the
shot,
so that you can actually see it.
Yeah.
And enter it in. So yeah.
So these will be things, right? This is a lot. It is. But this is what I'm talking about. When we ask Chat GPT, you have to really, when you're asking AI tools, you have to be very descriptive. You have to give it a job. In other words, give it a profession. Give it accolades, right? So even, let's say you're a book writer, an author. I want to create this book, and I want the writing to be in the tone of your favorite author. I want blah, blah. You just have to get so man, you have to get so deep into the weeds with Chat GPT to get the best response.
Yeah.
So I know that was a lot, but I really wanted to give value.
Ms. Rankin
on
said,
that.
"Oh my goodness, that's an amazing prompt. Mine are nothing like that." And trust me, all of them are not quite that long.
No.
It's just what we wanted this particular prompt to do.
And
so
this is something
and that's why I'm so excited. I know I keep saying it, y'all gonna get tired of me saying it, but these are why I'm excited about the workshops. Because right now on our 90-minute live, with all the things that we have to talk about, share, it's hard to really break that down
without being able to show you.
But in the workshop, in the AI workshops, because I already see now, we need a prompt workshop.
We do.
Right? Yeah. And then when the people come to the Wednesdays class and you're able to write that book in 15 minutes, you're going to understand why we need to also do a prompt workshop as well. Yeah. Because again, if you guys are not using AI tools, Chat GPT, Copilot, Gemini, you guys are already really behind the 8 ball, right? Because it's already doing a lot of the things that you want to do, and also inside of your business that'll take us too long to do. AI tools are doing all of that stuff. Here's another small example. There's another AI tool that you can, I'm gonna use the word hook up to your Zoom meetings.
Yes.
That literally that when you're done taking or having a Zoom meeting with somebody for 30 minutes or an hour or 3 hours, this thing will take all the notes of everything y'all talked about and then send that to your people.
Automatically send it to every
guys, these are the things, because normally most people would have somebody they're taking notes, or you're taking notes, or you're using a VA to take notes. Now you can pay full attention to the meeting and know that after the meeting, you're going to get the download of all the notes of everything that you talked about. So how crazy is that?
So prime example for my
prompts
board.
are powerful,
so for my board
That's
meetings,
why I'm excited about
I'm gonna tell you. So my board meetings, my virtual assistant was the one who said, "Ma'am, I love that you record your board meetings, but don't forget, you still have the writer." He calls it the writer. So he's like, "Don't forget to turn on your writer." So I was like, "Oh crap, I forgot." So today I went and I was messing around with my writer and just really learning the intricacies of what it does. So it's literally you show up in your own meeting twice. And it's called Fathom, FATHOM. It's free. And you can you connect it to your Zoom. And every time you go into a Zoom meeting, your Fathom comes up with you. And it records, it takes notes. And then it gives you dialogue on everything that was spoken about. You have the ability to highlight specific things. So prime example, let's say it's a great meeting, but you're waiting for a juicy part of the conversation, right? And that's when you want to go ahead and click in your AI reader, your AI note taker, that this is something that you want highlighted, and that AI tool is going to take more interest in that particular segment of what you're discussing during that Zoom and give you a more robust report out on that particular timeline in that particular time frame. So it's a lot of things that we're going to discuss as we are utilizing more and more AI, as we are utilizing more and more prompts to help us get good outcomes in what we do. We love to share it. So yeah, we getting loose lipped on the cozy couch coaching.
Yeah. I mean, Shay was trying to give y'all a workshop in like 10 minutes, and that can't happen.
I was going to do it. That was just a quick one.
But Shay, I still love that you did it, because now they at least can see, wow, I just told Chat GPT to help me create some social media, and that's all you wrote. Raise your hand if that was you.
I did it before.
Because before we learned and paid, because I keep telling you guys, man, and not to brag on us, but we take a lot of classes and courses, and we pay for stuff just to come back and enrich our lives. Like, that's my whole assignment. So you guys are lucky. You guys are blessed, because again, we were the same way, just asking general stuff, Miss Pierre. But until we went and paid a bunch of money for this course, and within 6 minutes of being in the room, you realize, wow, I'm not talking to this tool the right way. There's a difference from saying, help me create an email that's going to invite everybody to my party. That sounds great, but what if I said, help me create an exciting email that was exhilarating when people read it, that they're going to be invited to my one-time party that they can't miss. Add to this email of how great it's going to be and that it's going to be 5-star food, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And watch what comes out of that.
Yeah.
So see how much more Shay used the word descriptive. See, now you got me on it now. Now I'm ready to talk about it.
Descriptive.
So you can't just say, give me an example of a bicycle. Man, give me an example of a red bicycle with 26-inch wheels, with candy-coated paint, with silver barbells, and with gold spokes on it.
Barbells or handrails?
Again, I'm just telling them again of how to be descriptive. So can I get 5 of y'all to write the word descriptive?
That's it.
And by the way, if you happen to like these shirts, how many of you guys like these shirts and you're wondering what in the world is that? This is not from the Gap outlet.
Nope.
Shay, can you tell them what this shirt represents and what it means? And I want to read something.
This is our God's appointed people Gap filler shirts. So designs that you see, we've got 2. We fill in the gaps. We make up the hedge, right? That is the goal of all we do. And that's literally based on Ezekiel 22:30. Ezekiel 22:30, where God is looking for a people to bridge that gap, to make up the gap and make the hedge. And he couldn't find nobody. So when I saw that scripture, I said, well, no, Lord, here I am. When
it comes to housing and helping people, we want to be gap fillers.
Here I am. Everything when it comes to
raise your hand if you want to be a gap filler and help people. Because again, if you're new to us, you may not know this. But our whole thing that we live by is we want to please God. We want to help people. We want to be respected by the community. And we want to make enough money to feed our family.
Absolutely.
Meaning your family. But guess what's kind of been the remix to it, which is really the original way. We want to love God, help people. We love real estate. Y'all know that one. But the other one is I want to be, how I said, Shay,
come on, babe.
Spit it out, right? I'm losing it. And it's my saying. Maybe it's this couch. I don't know.
You think the couch too comfy?
I just said it though, and how I lost it that fast.
Love God, love people, love real estate?
No, we always know that's one of them. No, we said that one.
You got me there, Toots.
Somebody repeat it. Who was listening? Who hears me say it all the time? Because I'm only missing that first piece. So who's listening? Is Nicole listening?
Listen, because
you listening?
I must have been. No, you are so silly.
We want to be used by God. We want to help people.
Yeah.
We want our community to respect us while we're doing it. And guys, we want to make enough money to build the kingdom of God, because somewhere in that Bible, it says, if I focus on the kingdom, if I put the kingdom first, if I put God's plans before my own, if I build something that's bigger than me, somewhere it says, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all the righteousness, and all of the things that you've been crying and screaming for, you've been begging God for, all of these things will be added unto you.
Yeah.
That's what that means, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited.
I'm laughing at
we bouncing around tonight.
We are, because it's cozy coaching, man. That's what we do. This is what we do, player. But I want to give Miss Rankin another tool or another trick. I want you to go into your AI tool, and another prompt that you can give it is, I have a business that does, right? I hired a virtual assistant to do. Can you give me more daily tasks that will increase productivity, that will increase visibility, increase what else? Phone calls coming in that my virtual assistant can conduct. So that's another prompt. So be really descriptive about your entity, who you are, what you do. And this is another thing, Derek. I think both of them are doing it now, though. Copilot was one thing that we were kind of toggling back and forth with, because it was really pulling from the web.
I like Copilot more so for the images, actually.
Yeah. So it pulls a lot from the web. So if you've got things associated with you on Google and stuff like that, that's actually really stirring in the algorithm, you can use Copilot, because you'll get a lot closer to what you're looking for, because it's pulling directly from live web. I think the last time we tried something, ChatGPT was very close to it. So I'm not 100% sure if they're now pulling from the web. But when you're doing that, make sure you're very descriptive about your entity type, the people you serve, what are the expected outcomes and what's the service you provide. And then it again, wrap that all around the task that you want your virtual assistant to conduct for you. And again, add the outcomes. You want to show that they're able to be productive, while also increasing whether it's call volume, social media engagement, all of that stuff. So you want to add those intricate pieces into that prompt. So that was another one.
Absolutely. And I'm back to Ezekiel 22:30.
Come on, Ezekiel 22:30.
We want to be gap fillers, right, guys? And I'm going to even read something to you real quick, right? I'm going to actually read the verse and also kind of tell you guys what it means. Ezekiel 22:30 says, "And I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it, but I found none." Now, this is the version that I like most, that when it breaks it down, because sometimes that reading can get real, This verse speaks of God seeking someone who would intercede on behalf of the people to prevent destruction, but finding no one willing to take up that role. It underscores the importance of standing up for righteousness and interceding for others in times of need.
Come on.
Boy, if that ain't good, Shay, I don't know what's good.
Come on, sir.
Because see, Shay, some people going to get mixed up in how you read that first part.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, don't get caught up in that King James version or any of that other stuff. But I like it when it breaks it down. But this verse speaks of God seeking someone. Raise your hand if you want to be that someone.
I already told you I'm that
when it comes to housing the homeless, the displaced, or doing whatever God has called you to do. Some of y'all, God called y'all to fry chicken and sell it. Some of y'all supposed to be baking chocolate chip cookies. I don't know. But if y'all around us, you probably love God, love people, and love real estate. Sir. So why not, like this thing says, it's speaking of God seeking somebody who would intercede on the behalf of somebody else, Shay, to prevent destruction. Yeah. How about to prevent homelessness?
Come on.
But finding nobody that was willing to take up that role. It underscores the importance of standing up for righteousness and interceding for others in times of need. What a great shirt. Now watch this, because Shay and I love business and we love putting people on the stuff. We, for over 15 years, have been paying for people to print these shirts for us.
Yep.
We've been saying for years, one day we're going to get a Cricut. One day we're going to get a heat press.
One day we're going to do this.
Guess what we finally did? Shay bought the Cricut, bought the heat press, and now if you want a Gap Filler t-shirt, we now sell these, which is another idea for any of you. And guess who created this stuff? I'll give Shay a little credit, but guess who did a lot of this stuff in some of our other designs? The virtual assistants.
Yeah, they designed most of them.
So again, whatever your favorite verse is, whatever your favorite quote is that your dad always said growing up, your mom, your grandfather, those famous quotes and sayings, why not put that on a t-shirt and walk around with it? Because guess what happened last Sunday when Shay wore this shirt to church and she's a part of the praise team? Everybody want one. $25 for one, 2 for $40.
Yep.
See what I mean, guys? Who wouldn't pay for a shirt that looks this nice? Long sleeve, short sleeve.
Yeah, and we have and the thing
Thank
is,
you,
so
Shay, for my shirt. I appreciate that.
And guess what, guys? I made this shirt this morning when I first got out of bed. Okay, it didn't even take me long. It took me about
this is
6
not
minutes?
The Gap. If you just joined us, this is not the Gap from the store. It's not Baby Gap. None of that. We're Gap fillers.
That's
God's
right.
appointed people, and now you fill in the blank for whatever God has called you for. If you're hanging around us, you probably love God, love people, and love real estate, right? So we're filling the gap when it comes to housing people. Because remember, God is looking for somebody, and nobody would take that road until we raised our hands.
Yeah.
Our job now is to spread this all over the world. But because we know that sometimes our coaching could be out of reach for some people, or maybe God has just put something else on your heart. Yep. We want to show you guys here now, lately, a lot of our business coaching. So if you're new to us, you don't know this, but every Tuesday, we always talked about virtual assistants, digital flow solutions as a software system, and how to make money in other ways with VAs, right? Yeah. So that's what you guys are going to be seeing, and that's where these workshops are coming from. One of these workshops is going to be how to start a t-shirt brand, maybe. Woo-hoo. And I'm going to teach you guys how to start a t-shirt brand like this, but never buy the heat press, never buy a Cricut, never buy the t-shirts, never buy the hoodies or the hats. I'm going to teach you guys again in another workshop, how do we start an apparel store and you don't have to buy none of this stuff, but it can be done simply, again, just by you almost just speaking into it. Can you imagine that, having your own apparel store? And most of y'all, if I told you how to do it right now, you can have this by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Selling this stuff. And watch this. I'm going to give y'all the cheat code already. When you do start this store, guess how you're going to also promote it and sell it? Because I'm your coach now, whether you pay me or not, you're going to tell everybody, hey guys, every shirt that you buy, there's a percentage of it that goes back into us housing the homeless and the displaced.
Come on, D.
Shay, how genius is it that to sell a t-shirt that's got a cause attached to it? And Shay, we're not lying, because we actually do this.
That's exactly what we do.
If these people are following us, y'all do this. Come on, Angela.
Yeah.
Angela, in fact, put your t-shirt store in the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, guys, I'm so, how many times have I said it? Excited about these little classes that's not going to cost a bunch of money, that you guys can implement immediately and make some money in this hard economy.
I'm going to tell you why.
See, I'm screaming.
You are. It's okay.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay.
Rub my shoulder. See, we close now on the couch, y'all. They're gonna have to call me.
Y'all in trouble now. Listen, this now y'all really getting the inside view on how crazy we really are. But no, what I love about the workshops, Derek, is they're quick.
Yeah.
They're like setting SMART goals, right? They're you can do it really quickly. They're attainable. They don't cost a whole bunch. We're teaching you how to use things that are available. Most of them are free. Mostly everything, Derek, that we're going to talk about, the tools, the systems, the software,
it's not going to cost you guys nothing. I told you I want to show you how to make some money, not spend money, right? And again, everything that we show you, you guys will be selfish if you come to this workshop and only use this stuff for yourself. I want y'all to turn around and make an income for your family.
Yeah.
Serve other people that want to write a book. When I show you guys how to make this apparel store, and you never buy any t-shirts, any hoodies or sweaters or any of that, but you're gonna have over 16 different items and over 30 designs if you want it. Shay, maybe we give them our t-shirt store and show them what it looks like and look at all of the designs that are in there. Guys, I got a t-shirt design that says unemployed on purpose.
We got to get that one too.
Guess what that means, and let that sink in. I'm unemployed on purpose. Does that mean I'm unemployed on purpose because I mean that I got fired from my job and I'm unemployed on purpose? Or am I unemployed on purpose for what God has put in my heart through housing?
Come on, sir.
That's a double-minded shirt. That's a double saying shirt that make people think when they read it. Shay, am I unemployed on purpose? What does that mean? It'll make you think about it.
I love that.
No, sir, I'm not unemployed because I lost my job on purpose, meaning that I said, you know what? I'm going to go and lose my job today. Not on that purpose. I'm unemployed on purpose of what God has put on my heart to house the homeless and the displaced.
I love this. Yes, paraphernalia with a cause. I love it.
I love it. Because watch this now. There's a brand that's called Bob's, and there's another brand that's called and I always get them mixed up. Somebody gonna help me. Tom's. I can't remember which one it is, but somebody gonna tell me in the chat. When you buy a pair of those shoes, some kid in Indonesia get a pair of shoes for free. Guess why people buy from those folks? Because it's a cause attached to it. Yeah. So I know we laugh and we joke and we play, but guys, I'm serious about that. When one of y'all buy one of these shirts, some of this money going towards to pay a light bill at one of my ILFs. The water bill,
act like you know.
The gas bill for some of y'all.
You better act like you know, sir.
Does that make sense, Shay?
Come on,
the Wi-Fi bill, the rent. That money ain't necessarily going in my pocket to go to lunch. This goes back into housing the homeless and the displaced so that people love to buy with the cause. Somebody tell me in the chat, is that Bob's or Tom's that when you buy a pair of their shoes, they give a kid a free pair of shoes in a country where shoes are a commodity? I mean, excuse me, what's the word? I'll say luxury because everybody don't have shoes.
Exactly. Yep.
It's commodity the right word? I don't even know. But anyway, what a cause that is though. And what a feeling that when you buy the shoe, you know $5 of that money or $3.22 of that money goes towards some guy getting a pair of shoes. Yeah. Guys, that is absolute genius. So I'm giving y'all ways to market stuff, right? And again, Shay, I'm excited about the workshops because that's why I'm gonna teach these folks a lot of that stuff.
So I want to say one thing before we move on, because Angela hit it on the head. She says she loves that SMART goals. A lot of people I live by it. I lived by it in corporate America, and I just want to share what a SMART goal is, just in case anybody that comes into the replay and doesn't know what it is. It's specific. That is specific, measurable. No, specific with an S. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant. It's time bound. So you have the time constraint or restraint on it, so it can be done quickly. So that is a SMART goal. Google it. Learn how to write out SMART goals. I tell anybody, anything you do should be associated with SMART goals, because you're going to break down the bigger picture or that big thing that you want to achieve, and you're going to take it into small chunks that are SMART. They're more specific. They're more measurable, so you can measure if it's effective or if it's not. So prime example, what we've been talking about with Miss Rankins is for the virtual assistant, utilizing these new tools that you're using, also associate them with a SMART goal, right? What do you want? How many people do you want to reach with your social media? How many contacts do you want to achieve by doing X, Y, and Z? So now that you've got a prompt that can help you to increase your social media footprint, you can now associate it with a SMART goal, and always go back to analyze. You always want to go back and be able to analyze, is it effective? If it's not, how can you modify it to make it better? So SMART goals, along with tools, systems, and softwares, virtual assistants, man, we got a whole party.
I'm trying to tell you.
A whole party, Derek.
Man, hey, thank y'all again for being here. We super appreciate it. As you guys can see, when we're on this couch setting now, I think we're a little bit more looser. Again, thank y'all for allowing us to change the setting. Again, if you're new to us, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But for years, Shay and I always did this from a Zoom or a StreamYard setting, where we were just sitting behind our desk, and all you saw was my big head and half of my shirt.
And if I wanted to touch them, y'all, I used to have to put my fist through the ring light.
because Shay and our desk is actually back to back in our office.
They face each other.
So if we lean forward, we could actually fist bump each other. But now, a lot of people have been saying it seems more intimate, it seems more close, it seems more connected. Hence the reason why they gave us the name Cozy Coaching. So again, Shay, let's pay a couple bills really quick, and we'll be right back. But again, guys, don't forget, the cheat code to life is God, virtual assistants, software and systems, and again, just the willingness to help people. Notice every business that we talk about or that we do, it also benefits other people. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
So Dennis, in this independent living facility model, right, which y'all call ILFs, what kind of residents can I house in this kind of model? David, that's a great question. And that's actually what makes the ILF model so great, is because it's flexible. So prime example, you can house military veterans, elderly adults, women that are escaping domestic violence, and the list goes on and on and on. So Dennis, where do you get your residents from? I see you guys on TikTok and Facebook, you guys getting all of these houses. Like, where in the world are you getting these people from? Yeah, that's actually pretty easy. Forston Consultants teaches us to use social media such as Instagram, Facebook, to let people know who we are, what we do, but probably most importantly, who do we serve? And we do that very consistently. So every day, 7 days a week, there's something being posted about what we do and who we serve, but also building relationships with social workers and case managers. Again, letting them know who we are, what we do, and most importantly with them, that we're available.
Dennis, how in the world are you able to do this without a license, bro?
David, remember the reason why we don't need a license, because remember, the clients that we serve, they're independent. So that means that they can take their own medications, they can provide their own transportation, and they can cook and provide their own food. Dennis, man, you seem to know a lot about this independent living stuff, man. How do you know so much? Well, first of all, I graduated from Forston Consultants University, and I have a master's degree in independent living facilities. And I joined the Forston crew every Monday on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern. They go live, and that guy Derek, man, he give the game away. So I'm always there. So Dennis, what in the world are the requirements to get started with something like this? The only requirement for this, David, is a big heart for God, his people, and the love for real estate. That's it. And bro, don't think I ain't listening, because I am listening. But where can I find more information like this at, man? Because I really want to get started, man. David, if I were you, I'd follow Derek Forston on Facebook and TikTok, and then I'd follow Forston Consultants on everything else in terms of Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube. Again, really slowly, David, because you're hard-headed. I'd follow Derek Forston at Facebook on his personal page. I'd follow him on TikTok but I will also follow Forston Consultants on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Don't forget David.
Hey, Dennis, man, I really appreciate that, man. I'm going to do exactly what you told me to do. I'm going to follow Forston Consultants on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
No problem, David. That's actually what I'm here for. And by the way, where did you get that hoodie? I like that.
Oh, this? I got this from Second Chance Apparel. I'll put the link below. This is for aspiring entrepreneurs. And the reason why I love to support it is that every shirt or hoodie that you purchase goes back into housing the homeless.
Didn't we just talk about that? I just told you guys, and I forgot that I actually said that at the end. So that's another shirt and a creation that my virtual assistants made for me. We put that on hats, hoodies, leggings, stockings, pocketbooks, purses. They still call those pocketbooks, like back in the day, purses. Yeah. I grew up in the, like, the 80s, and they called them, pocketbooks. But anyway, imagine having your brand, your logo, your quote, whatever you thought of. Now, I'll admit, between this one and I think my brother, that's how they came up with this gap filler thing. Tell the story about that.
So Otis will always say, man, we got to fill in the gap. We the gap fillers. We're the gap fillers. And I said, okay, God, give me an idea. Like, we say this a lot. And what would you consider a gap filler? So I went into my Bible, actually. I went into the app, and then I was like, gap. I just typed in the word gap in the search, and a few scriptures came up. But when I saw Ezekiel, I was like, oh, that's it.
That's it.
That is it. Like, we are the ones that God has chosen. Because remember, Otis used to always say, are you going to fill in the gap? Are you going to make up the hedge? I didn't. And I was like, you know what? How can we intertwine that? And what could gap stand for? And then when I read the scripture, it was like, oh my goodness, God is looking for a people. Right? He was looking for a people.
See how the idea, you
to
guys
make
are hearing the
up
idea.
The hedge and fill in the gap, to intercede. So I was like, man, God, I want to be that person. So I'll be the appointed person. So I was like, God's appointed people. I love that.
And
so
she
that's
jokingly told my brother, she said, Otis, you better do something with that, or we gonna take it. And we all family anyway, right? So we end up kind of doing something with it. And now we have, I think, probably 4 different designs.
It's a lot of different designs,
yeah. Shay's made most of them. I think our VA made the original,
yeah.
And Shay is very
I've edited
so you guys hear me talk all the time how I'm not very techy, I'm not computer savvy. Shay's the opposite of me. So Shay loves this kind of stuff. So even though we have a team, Shay can do all this herself. But back to us being serious for a minute. Look at how the idea, and Shay still keeping God first in it, with thinking about what can we come up with. And she's typed in the word gap, I think, in a Bible app.
Yeah, my Bible app. Yeah.
And look what popped up, and look how perfect that matched in terms of what we do.
Yep.
I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So when you guys hear me talk about it, I don't wear a lot of Gucci and Fendi and none of that brand stuff.
We wear a lot
of what we are. Second Chance Housing, Forston Consultants, and I'm also a gap filler. And the cool thing about us, because again, we're going to wear this stuff so much, people often ask us, hey, do you sell that?
Yes.
In the beginning, we was like, not really. But now, yes, we do. Because I'm going to teach you guys how to start your own apparel store with not buying none of this stuff, a heat press, a Cricut, or no shirts and no hats.
But I ain't going to lie.
But we're also going to show you the other side of it, how Shay says, you know what, Derek? I want both. I want to be able to have that online store there where people can go. But Derek, I want some on-hand t-shirts too.
Yeah.
So Shay does both.
Now,
and she loves the creativity side.
I'm gonna be honest. For me, with gap fillers is a little bit closer to home, so I don't want to outsource it yet, unless I find the right person to outsource it with. So, like right now, I didn't tell you this, but one of the companies that I was looking at to help get more bulk, so that we can just start cranking them out in different colors, different variations, they gave me a nonprofit discount.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm going to put in an order. Yeah. So I'm going to put in an order for them soon. So just know that we are ready. If you are interested in these t-shirts, whichever design, I call this the full gap, and then I call this the spaced gap. But you can literally just
Can this be for males too, Shay?
Yes.
Okay, so there is no certain sex for these shirts.
Not. Yeah, they're not.
If you like mine as a female, you can get it. If you like Shay's. And also, Shay, just in case if somebody does, right? Watch how easy this works, guys. Again, this is, business. And this is also workflows that we teach you guys, right? So if you want one of these t-shirts, these are the ones that Shay will personally ship out.
And I'll make them personally.
And we haven't made an automation for this yet, but our team will see it. Text the word gap. GAP.
Mm-hmm.
And your Shay, do you
So
want them to text you also the mailing address?
Because what I'm gonna do is
Do a
I'm gonna
contact
have
card?
them create a full contact
You
card
got it.
for that. And so we'll have them do that tomorrow. So that way, as soon as we see it, we'll send you a text message back. So it will be tomorrow. So forgive us for being delayed in that.
And
but
they can still text the word gap though,
they
or
can
not
text
yet?
gap.
Yeah,
They can text the word gap.
GAP if you guys want this. And then again, Shay will send you guys a form to kind of fill out all of that contact
So I know your
stuff.
shirt size,
Absolutely.
color,
Yep.
you know, and we can even do different variations. Right now, I want to do black and white. So black with it can either be black with a white gap filler, black with a gold gap filler, silver. So I'll have some different variations, and I'm gonna put them all on the website so that you'll be able to choose which color you want.
I want to say something before I come in on what Frankie said. Another good gem, and I hope all of my ILF people are still listening. Another good gem, guys, is, and I'll admit, in terms of the t-shirt game of what we pay for these, if you guys have ever heard of Bella Canvas, and there's another one that's kind of a better brand, these are about $5 or $6. Still not crazily expensive.
At all.
But here's a gem. When you want to do these for your clients can be a walk-in billboard for you. So we also print these for our clients with our like second chance housing.
Yes.
And on the back of it says, need a landlord, or are you homeless and need a place to live? Call my landlord. So it has our phone number and a QR code. And remember, our clients and the people that we serve, they walk all over the city.
Yeah.
They walk to the doctor, to the grocery store, to downtown, to the gas station, to the mom and pop store. They're always walking. So why not give them shirts that you can purchase for $2? Sometimes you can go to Walmart in the men's section, women's section where the t-shirts are, and they'll have a clearance thing. And you can get t-shirts sometimes for $1, guys. I've done this. Shay and I do this also every winter. Every Christmas, we give our clients hoodies.
Yep.
Heavy hoodies. But guess what's on it? The Angela Denise Foundation, Second Chance Housing, homeless, need a place to live, call my landlord.
Yeah.
That number leads to my virtual assistant, Jess, to do the assessment.
Yep.
So again, also use this, what I'm teaching you right now, as walk-in billboards for your family. Print these shirts and give it to your family.
Yes.
Give it to your clients. Give it to people that are always walking or around a lot of people. So that's another gem that I just want to drop about the t-shirt
I love
game.
that. I love that.
And then Francesca said, it's the glasses for her with Dennis. So Francesca didn't know that Dennis wore glasses.
I'm surprised. Listen, I'm surprised Frankie in the chat teasing us, okay? Because I literally called Frankie today to talk to her about something else. And I was like, girl, I already know. She saw the
new setup.
I told her about it. And she was like, y'all doing the most? I was like, yeah.
I already know. She said, y'all doing too much.
No, y'all do the most. Y'all do the
Frankie,
most.
we got you down, Pat. We love Francesca. If you guys don't know Francesca Dawson, Frankie, if you can just say hi in the chat to everybody.
Ooh,
Frankie is very similar to my brother in this. Frankie was one of the guinea pigs, y'all, to all of this. So everything that we do, every business that we start goes through Francesca and Jameen Dawson.
Yeah, so now,
hey, actually, so listen. No. Hey, what's going on, fam? I tell you what, before we get into this, we do got to pay some bills. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God has given you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise.
You promise?
I promise, man. I tell you guys, I promise. When you guys get a virtual assistant, it's going to absolutely change your life. When most people get a VA, they say, man, Derek, what was I waiting on? So I don't know if I should comment on the things that are in the chat or go to the Francesca
Go
thing.
back to Frankie first, because we want people to know that every time we bring a new idea, it is tested and proven.
So much so, man, we got into Turo one time and thought we was going to be Turo gurus. And I'll admit, we immediately taught it to Francesca and Jay. Watch this, though. We got out of it in less than a year.
Yeah, we did.
Francesca and Jay are still in it and probably have over 15 cars now. So that's an example of what I just told you guys 3 minutes ago. Everything that we've ever gotten into and tried, just like the ILF model, Francesca was one of the first people that we taught this to. So besides my brother, now some of y'all know my brother, but if you never got a chance to meet my brother Otis, God bless you. You missed a great guy. My brother passed away this past November, right? Him and I taught this together for years. But anyway, Francesca and my brother, we always joke because they were just alike. So Francesca and Jameen Dawson, big shout out to you guys because again, man, not jokingly, but seriously, everything that we've ever tried when it comes to business, we go to them and they allow us to use them as the guinea pig.
It's like that one person that you say, hey, I bet you won't do this.
And I'll be boy, and they get right in it.
They're like,
they make it work.
They're like, oh, really?
So Francesca and Jay are just like us. They have multiple businesses. And what I like about Francesca, which is most important for you all, is that we talk a lot about in this room, the unlicensed version of group homes or the ILF model, which requires no license. Francesca has both. So when I want to prove my point to people and talk about how the ILF model is easy compared to the original group home or ADP or IDD group homes, Francesca is the person that I allow to fight my battle with that. Hence the reason why every speaking engagement we have, they come to it.
Exactly.
So if you missed our June event, oh my God, you missed a great time. And Francesca broke down all the different ways to house people other than housing the homeless. Travel nurses, travel doctors, travel professionals and school teachers and principals, travel anesthesiologists, if I'm saying that word right. Anybody that's traveling and need a place to live, Francesca also specializes in that. But she's also got an ADP. Now, if you want to know what ADP is, I'll let Francesca type in the chat what that means. But she also has an unlicensed group home, which is an ILF, which is what we teach.
Is it
Agency for Persons with Disabilities?
You missed it.
APD?
That's it.
I said ADP?
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong. It's APD. That's a licensed facility for people that need extra help beyond just giving a roof over their head.
All right, King of the Pig Trail, let's go. Back to this chat. So again, everybody was talking about their the shirts, right? And being able to with their residents. So I think that was pretty cool. Katara said, my residence shirt says, need a place to call home, come live with me.
Katara, did you put your phone number on it?
But I love that. Did you not catch the last part?
I love it.
Come live with me. Yep. That is, can you imagine how many people
wearing it? Did you guys get that?
Derek, imagine how many people see that shirt and be like, what? Come live with you? Like, what in the world?
Wow.
But I love it.
Wow.
My goodness, that it's just so cool.
And one thing about VAs,
said yes,
too, guys,
on
there's another question that came in. I'm gonna actually go deeper, and I'm gonna let Shay go first on it. But I want to say this too: the reason why our team of VAs are, pretty good and they're so great is because we pour into them. Yeah. Right. So we believe in buying our VAs curriculum, courses, and anything that they need to make them better. So when you get these VAs from day one, they're not as great as they are like they are today, but we pour into them. We train them. We give them expectation. Because right now, if one of you guys were to take, let's just say, my executive administrator, and she were to work for you just for some crazy reason, you guys would manage her differently than me. Everybody's expectation of what you want in business and your business is different. But again, because why they're so great is because we pour into them and we allow them to communicate with us. And because my thing is this, guys, hey, what's out there better that can make you do your job faster, better, and more efficient?
100%.
And that don't stress you out. So sometimes, man, we have saved our VAs because they're doing things the hard way. Say, hey, you never heard of this tool that can do this and this and this? They're like, oh my God, thank you, Derek. And then sometimes they're telling us of what, Mr. Derek, we need to get this. You should buy this because it'll make all of us better. And you just say, we say what?
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, and that's a big benefit. So she says, when I purchased the VA package from Forstons, how do you suggest that I implement that VA with the one that I currently have? I really need one that understands this business and is a go-getter. I'm going to say this. If you're not, and I hate to sound like this because I'm not about releasing people of their duties, but I would do something a little bit more strategic. If this virtual assistant shows up and has even a little oomph of the one that you currently have that has the ability to do some things, I would outsource that VA to other individuals, right? Start your own internal business with people that you know, and then get a virtual assistant that comes. Well, our VAs are trained and they do get ongoing training. Prime example, if they're doing the ILF model, they train with one of our VAs and she does the training in Tagalog so that they're comfortable and really receptive of the information. They also can meet with Derek and myself if they need a little bit more training or understanding of the ILF model. That's another thing that we provide them, and then we have them prepared and ready to go
Especially if you're speaking of the ILF Mastery Blueprint, which we
Right.
gift you that
virtual
VA
assistant. Yeah.
complimentary. That training will come from me and Jess. Because remember, I trained Jess 16 months ago to be me.
Yeah.
So, yep, great question.
Yeah.
I actually love that question.
But if you wanted to get both VAs, if she keeps the VA that she has currently and gets this new VA, how can they work together?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I think one of the best benefits of that is actually utilizing the VA that's not so strong in the ILF model to do different things, right? The social media, outsourcing that VA, right? That's when you start posting that you provide specific social media services, right? You provide post graphics, social media graphics. Send me your pictures and my VA will create all of the content, right? You can even have your VA set them up with a content calendar that they can send that individual. So it's different things that you can do with that particular VA that would, again, bring in an income, but it would be just like starting a whole nother business. But that will effectively utilize that VA and help sharpen their skill set when it comes to social media management. That's one way you can do it. Or again, if this other VA comes in and they're more like Tara, who's a leader, that can lead people, you can literally do exactly that, right? Yeah. Have that one VA that oversees this other VA and they can kind of
once you
delegate.
Get multiple VAs, somebody's got to be the boss.
Yeah.
So right now, only you would know this, but how is the current VA that you have? Because prime example, the only way that I can explain it, when we hired Tara, we knew she was going to be the boss.
Shay, am I wrong about that? No, right? Not at all.
So right now, currently, I think we have about 8 or 9 VAs. I lose count over time. But when we hired Tara, which was VA number 2, we then got Teresa and another one, and we ended up with like 6 VAs. And we said, man, you know what? Tara's a leader.
Yep.
Let's meet with Tara. And I asked Tara a few questions because it don't take me long because I can see it. I said, Tara, do you mind giving instruction? She was like, no, sir. No. Do you mind giving like rules and expectation to people? No, sir. Do you mind oversight of other people? No, sir. Have you ever led people before? Yes, sir. Have you ever been in management? Yes, sir. And Tara's voice is very clear. Her English is very good.
Clear. She sounds like us.
Even though Tara's position doesn't require her to be on the phone, but there is certain companies that we deal with that only Tara is allowed to talk to.
Correct.
Now, most of you guys are talking to Jess, right? Jess is customer service. She's nice. She's bubbly. Sometimes you can understand her. Sometimes maybe not. But Jess is so nice that Jess runs my program at Second Chance Housing. But back to the beginning, though. So if you get another VA from us, they're going to be trained in this. Right. Your current VA has no clue what this is. But if she's a leader and you can sense that, she still can be the boss.
Right. So Ms. Rankin says she's not a leader, but she can follow instructions very well.
And see, I like that. Because again, thank God for Tara. But that's what I need if I had 9 people like that, or 3 people like that, or 1 person like that. If you can follow direction, because again, I'm a thought leader, guys. I got 1,000 ideas a minute. So if they can follow direction and carry it out with minimum, and Shay will talk about this with Latrell, who writes her grants, with minimum supervision, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Shay, talk a minute about how Latrell does what he does, just got you a $10,000 grant, and you barely really meet with him because he don't need a bunch of oversight.
Hold on. So let me tell you about Latrell. Latrell is confident in what he knows and what he does. He keeps me on my feet. I told him when we first started sourcing for Latrell, the goal was I wanted someone that was very well versed, not just in the writing of grants, but the sourcing, knowing how to go out and search for those grants, knowing how to literally find a needle in a haystack that suits what we do. And that is who Latrell is, and that is what Latrell does. Latrell is very organized. He is a very forward thinker, and he knows how to demand my time when he needs it. Right. So like prime example, for the last couple of days, we've had some deadlines. The last 2 to 3 weeks, we've had some pretty strict deadlines in regards to some grants that we're looking to apply for. So for the last couple of days, he'll say, ma'am, I'm ready to meet. I need you. And he'll say, ma'am, we need to meet today, and then we go over everything. And what we're going over is he wants to make sure that everything is still in compliance, like everything is still set in stone when it comes to the programs that we run, how we're going to address this grant, what will we consider to be the best use for the money that he's applying for. So what he normally does is he'll do a draft for me, and he'll have it associated with an organization. And then when we meet, he doesn't meet with me for one grant. He would never come to me and say, Shay, I need to meet with you to discuss this grant. It's always, ma'am, he's got a calendar with the days that they're due, what times and dates that he's expecting for me to have this information ready for him. And this is nothing that I have trained. I have not trained Latrell in anything.
Correct. Latrell came with this skill set.
Latrell came to me with this skill set. I keep asking him, and he's like, ma'am, I just thought it was interesting. And I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's only like, 2 VAs that we have that came with a skill set that didn't require training
at all
or courses from us. And that's Latrell and Danish.
I'll tell you who's been required training. Me. I require the training, right? Because he's now telling me how he needs me to operate in order to be in alignment with his process, and so that we're meeting deadlines and that we're making the best use of our time and the best choosing the right grants and being proactive and ready to go for them when they come up. But yeah, with Latrell, Derek, I promise you, man, very, very detail oriented, thinks outside of the box, helps me to articulate the goal or the vision of the Angela Denise Foundation. We brainstorm on a regular basis on what other programs can we add, or how can we add. Like prime example, there was a grant that came up and it was for like $21,000. Okay. And he said, ma'am, this is what the budget looks like. What do you want to do? Like, how do you want to position this grant? Because we can literally split it down the middle and literally kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So he was like, let's add to the toiletry totes, right, campaign, which is the Angela Denise Foundation's toiletry campaign, where we put bags together and we take them to organizations, whether it's hospitals, whether it's mental health facilities, to the homeless shelters, so that they can have access to certain things. But he was like, ma'am, what can we do to beef this up this year? Because we're asking for a lot of money and this is not going to be enough. We need to beef this up. So we did compassion kits, which is a spinoff of the toiletry tote, but it's a smaller little kit that we're going to take into the schools.
What's in it?
And it's going to be like, for women, it's going to be stuff like some young ladies get their cycle for the first time ever while they're in school. How embarrassing, right? Okay. So it'll be feminine hygiene products. Idea. It'll be items for the gentlemen after, if they forget their bag with their stuff to freshen up after being on the football field all day, right? So stuff like that. PE, yeah, all of that. So that's his idea. Ma'am, what other places can we drive these toiletries or these special need items to? And that's what we do. We come together, we collaborate. And again, that took no training from us. Katara says, I love those shirts. All right. So if you want to get your hands on a gap filler,
gap filler tee. Angela liking Katara shirts, I think. The one that she came up with.
No, I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm going to use this anyway. Thank you, Derek. If you like the gap filler tees and you are interested in getting one for yourself, go ahead and text GAP, GAP, to 407-326-0086. That is 407-326-0086. Our team is going to send out a card so that you can, like a survey, which is going to have, ask for your shirt size, if it's going to be black and, white, what color you want the graphic, yada, yada, yada. And we'll also need your mailing address, and we will get those things for just a small fee.
25 for one, 2 for 40. And that's what you said, or something like that?
I said 2 for 40.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yes, but 2 for 40. That is correct. So let us know, and we got you. All right, D, where you at?
I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go back to, and I want to talk about, because again, tonight's topic is best systems for running a successful business.
Right.
And again, I want to go back to the virtual assistants, and Jess is my program manager. Now, how crazy is that Jess is my program manager and lives in the Philippines? That's a completely different world from us, right? Another country. So they're 12 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So right now, Shay, where I live at, it's almost 7:30. Where Jess lives at, it's almost 7:30 a.m.
Right. It's tomorrow.
In the morning. So it's already tomorrow there, guys. Yeah. But Jess clocks in for us at 9 a.m. my time, which is 9 p.m. for her.
So she works graveyard shift.
So again, 16 months ago, when I first hired Jess was probably VA number 4 or 5, right? Immediately when we interviewed her, we was like, boom, she's customer service. She's bubbly, she's nice, and she's always smiling. You can hear it in her voice. So again, she's our customer service extraordinaire, personal and business assistant, and multi-talented means that Jess works in more than one business for us. So all of our VAs work in at least 3 businesses that Shay and I have, right? Yeah. Other than Latrell. Latrell is the guru at writing grants, and that all he does, Shay doesn't share him with the rest of the team.
I don't.
Shay is going to bless y'all, though, because a lot of people want grant writing. We ain't quite fully developed it yet, but we're going to use Latrell to be able to help you guys get grants. It will come at a cost, and it won't be $7,000 like people told us. And I can't guarantee you nothing, but it's $7,000 up front. Baloney. We're going to have something so crazily low, it's going to make y'all be like, wow, she's giving this away. So stay tuned for stuff like that. But again, Jess today does what I did 5-6 years ago. I did all the marketing, all the calling, all the building of the relationships in the community with social workers and case managers, setting up my own calendar, meeting with people in the community and at hospitals. But not today. I don't do any of that. Jess does all of that for me. So the administrative task that most of y'all don't have time to do because you got a job, Jess does all of that now. So that Shay and I just show up and be the hero in our community.
Exactly.
We just show up wearing these shirts as a gap filler.
Come on.
Right? So again, Jess calls the hospitals. Jess is cold calling, cold emailing. And then now Jess calls to me, sounds like this. Hey, Mr. Derek, you and Miss Shay got an appointment at Advent Health on Monday at 9 a.m. You're going to be meeting with Dr. Rivera and social worker Jonathan.
Exactly. That's exactly
Don't forget to bring the coffee and donuts, Miss Shay. I'll go ahead and order those from Krispy Kreme. You and Mr. Derek pick those up at 8:30 because you're only 10 minutes away from the hospital. Jess does all of that.
Yeah.
Like, how many of you all are like me and you always kind of wanted an assistant, but you thought it was going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars? I couldn't afford none of these people today if they were American workers.
Exactly.
I'm going to make that make sense a little bit more. If Tara lived in the U.S., Tara's salary would probably be about $250,000 a year.
100%.
In terms of what we expect from Tara, what her job is, responsibilities, being over the staff, and a bunch of other stuff that I can name, I couldn't afford that, guys, if Tara was U.S. based. So that's why I get in these remote workers, which are people that live in Nigeria, Pakistan, Egypt, the Philippines. And I can go on and on and on, but the gist of it, that's where our team is from. So again, when I found out from my coach many years ago, like, Derek, you don't have a VA? I was like, what's a VA? Now, I house people. You talking about the Veterans Affairs, where we get veterans from? He was like, no, idiot. a virtual assistant that can help you do all the things that you're not good at, Derek. I'm not good at social media, just like none of y'all are. I'm not good at building my own website and business Facebook and business Instagram, just like none of y'all are. I can't write my own ebooks anymore because I don't have time. I don't know how to edit and put my ebook to where it can fit inside of a Kindle Nook. But my VAs do.
Whatever, it's Kindle Nook.
I can't repair credit, but my VAs can.
Yeah.
I can't run a digital marketing company by myself, but my VAs can.
Yep.
So again, really quickly, Tara's the executive administrator. She's the boss. Jess is customer service, but also program manager at Second Chance Housing.
Mm-hmm.
Alex runs Digital Flow Solutions along with Danish. If you've ever got a website from us and you bragged and ran and raved about it, guess who didn't build it? Me. Guess who didn't build it? Shay. Now, if you would have met us a year and a half ago, Shay was building websites.
I'm messing around with some of them sometimes.
But the 99%, Alex is building your website.
Yep.
Now, a year and a half ago, Shay was actually in the game of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got bigger, we got better, and most importantly, we got busy. Didn't have time no more. We developed another business that pulled Shay out of it. Here comes Alex. Because of Danish, all these automations and like when I tell you guys right now that if you want to join our AI book writing course workshop,
right?
Text the phone number and text the word book to 407-326-0086. And then when you get that automatic message, guess who does that? I have no clue how that works.
Right.
I know how it works, but I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to create
it.
If
they put me inside of that system, I'd be lost. So I dare anybody right now that if you've ever dreamed to write your own book, but didn't know how, didn't know where to start, we're teaching you guys next Wednesday to how to write a book in less than 5 minutes.
Yep.
Like how to copyright it in one day.
That's right.
Most importantly, how to do it for other people. So watch me prove this point. Text the word book, B-O-O-K. Somebody just did.
Somebody did it, yeah.
See how fast that happened? Without Danish, ma'am, I could have done that. Now imagine your business. Whether you fry chicken, whether you bake chocolate chip cookies, or whether you're a consultant, doesn't matter. Imagine your business being able to do this to communicate with your people.
Right.
And again, without Danish, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. And when are we holding that class again? So that
next Wednesday. Now I forgot the time. You may remind me, but it's next Wednesday.
I think it's at 6 or 7.
I doubt it says 6 because we want to give people time to come
get home. So I think it's at 7:30. Yeah, something like that. But I think all of that information
is only $37.
Yeah.
So if you do this the right way, you should be making $3,700 because I'm gonna teach you how to write and publish your own ebooks, guys. This is a dream for a lot of y'all. I know it was for me. And I used to write all of my books by hand, and it took months. Some of them took years before I even started it.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take that idea in your head and show you through a prompt of how to write this book in one day. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And again, text the phrase book. Text the word book to 407-326-0086. And you'll get the information. It's only $37, and we'll see you there. April does all of our social media, guys. Most of y'all found me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, running my big mouth about shared housing. But guess who's going to take this video that you're watching right now? Because this is over probably 2 hours already. She's literally going to take this and chop it up 55 times for content to go back out.
Yeah.
And like Miss Rankin said, for $37, that's a steal. Because again, not only will you write your own books, it's worth it just at that. But what if you write a book for other people?
Exactly.
Because I'm going to teach you how to advertise it, and your post is going to sound like this. Have you ever dreamed to write a book? Didn't know where to start? Thought it was going to take you a bunch of months and years to do it? How about we can help you write your book in less than 15 minutes and more like one day? Give us a call. Text us. I'm going to teach y'all to do that. And if you're real smart and you get Digital Flow Solutions, the website that we use, you're going to tell people, hey, can you dial 805-332-1495? That may be your number. So we'll set you up like that.
The same way.
So I'm excited for the people that's already applied for it. A lot of y'all have already paid. We love that. And also, watch this. We will have a replay for sale. And I'm telling you right now, guys, because there's going to be so much value, We're only doing it for $37 to help people. But if you miss it, I will admit it's going to be still crazily affordable, but it will be $97.
Yeah.
Right? And most of our workshops, I'm going to just give you the cheat code, are going to be somewhere between $97 and $197. And if you know anything about our coaching, it's in the thousands. So that's why these workshops are going to be so important for people to hook up and get connected at an affordable cost.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Okay.
It's necessary.
So one more and I'm done, Shay.
Yeah, and guess what time it is?
And Shay, I told them about Hannah. Hannah works for 4 other people for us.
Yeah.
Hannah works for a restaurant, social media. She works for 2 people on the HRA side, housing referral agency, referring homeless people to housing, and she works for somebody else doing social media. This is the example. See, Shay, I'm going to come closer now. Hannah is the example that we're telling all of you all. Find you a Hannah through VA 101. Allow Hannah to work for 4 other people. That means that y'all should be going through your cell phone and finding 10 people that need social media services, that want an ebook written, that want social media management. And now you make money from that.
Yeah.
They're paying Hannah's payroll, and you're also making money from it. We call that passive income, guys. And with a VA that works for $5 an hour, that's the absolute cheat code. So again, Shay, I'm done with that part. We're probably well over our time like usual. So if you guys got any questions before we go, let us know. And then Shay gonna start probably shutting us down.
All right. So can you give me the VA code again and the number to text the code to? So VA 101. I think she can just. Do we have anything for VA?
There's actually a sale right now for the VAs. It's instead of the $697, VAs are only $347. I forget how many days is left on it, but if that's still a thing, and I don't think it's a code, so just my team will see it. Text the word VA sale, and we'll know that you want the VA for the $347 instead of the $697 regular cost. And for whatever reason, if it's not on sale, because I opened up my big mouth today on July 16th, I'll honor that.
Yeah.
Now, if you watch this replay and see this 3 weeks later, that don't count. But if the sale is over and I don't know it, I'm gonna still honor you all because I said it. So July 16th, if the sale is not on, I'm still going to honor that for $347.
Perfect. That's it. They did it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get that information to you tonight when Tara gets on.
In fact, they taught me how to send an invoice through my cell phone to y'all now, so I may do that even before Tara gets in.
Go ahead, Smooth. Give me some.
We'll see.
You gonna leave me hanging?
Bam.
Let me find out.
Shay, we gotta do a fist bump on screen and make it go psh. Psh. So y'all, we just made that up, and that's our new thing. So Shay, if you agree with me, psh. Hey, any questions? Let us know, because y'all see. When we go off our time, Shay, we get a little silly. We haven't ate, y'all. We've been working all day, brainstorming, and wanted to deliver a good show for you guys on the Cozy Couch.
I can't stop
Can you give me the VA code again? The number?
The phone number is 407-326-0086, and you are going to text VA sale for that.
I'm
Angela, I'm hungry. I need to eat and go to bed.
Yep. I put the phone number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So don't forget, if you want a Gap filler t-shirt,
yes.
Also text the word Gap, GAP. Our team will see that, and they'll send you a form to fill out for your size, your address of where you want it shipped to, and whether you want one shirt or whether you want 50 shirts. Oh, and Shay, let's start this right now.
What's up?
Anybody that orders more, let's do this. If anybody orders 4 shirts or more,
they get the 5th one free.
No, we get the free one to some homeless guy, and we take a picture of it.
Ooh,
I like that because, again, remember the slogan: every shirt sold goes back into. But why not bless some guy that's walking downtown all day long with your shirt on? How genius is that? Again,
I really
you give a guy a brand new shirt that's one that's he probably got on one that's dirty and stinky. We drive downtown and give him a brand new shirt and take a picture of it and tell him he don't owe us a dime.
I like that.
Say, hey, man, you love God? If he say yeah, we're gonna give him the shirt.
Okay.
Now, if he say no, we're gonna witness to him and tell him about God and give him the shirt.
And we still gonna give him the shirt. Exactly.
I like that already too, Shay. How many of y'all like me and Shay fist bump already? I don't need but 3 of y'all to like that. How many of y'all like me and Shay fist bump?
I'm not gonna be able to get back serious after doing that. That is so
I'm done. You guys have already met Latrell. So again, man, we joke and we play a lot, but don't get it twisted, guys. We tell y'all all the time the cheat code of life is keeping God first.
Yeah.
Virtual assistants in your life, right? Because I can show you people right now that use VAs for their business, but I can also show you mothers and moms that have got VAs from us just to be the liaison between the kid and his school teacher.
Don't forget tutors.
And also tutoring people.
Don't forget tutors.
Katara, tell these people how I taught probably over a year ago how you get these VAs and start a tutoring company. Don't make me start that again. Don't make me start back giving all the gems that I used to about how do you use these VAs. Miss Rankin, I know a lady right now, and her sister did it, that was paying $300 an hour to tutor her kid.
Yep.
Another one, it is lower, $50 an hour to tutor her kid. I got VAs with master degrees in education.
Yeah.
That can tutor kids at $5 an hour, and now you put your price on it. How genius is that? So again, might as well do another workshop on the utilization of VAs. How to utilize a VA to make money in your sleep. How can they write ebooks, curriculum, build courses, all for you to make money in your sleep to still help people?
You really gonna have us busy this last
man.
we
Gonna help people, man. We gonna help people. The price gonna be crazy. Because sometimes people see that one-on-one coaching, be like, it take their breath away. But if a $97 course take your breath away, if a $197 course take your breath away, we got to reposition some things in life and do some mindset training and some financial literacy, some business credit coaching, things of that nature, Shay. So I'm down for all of that. God's been good to us, y'all. And I'll admit, some of the biggest goals of this year are kind of done for us.
Yeah.
That event in June was a big goal for us. We had to do it. That takes up a lot of our energy throughout the year and time.
Yeah.
We bought a house, rehabbed it, currently going through a refinance of it.
We can do that.
The birth strategy. That can be a course, but we said to ourselves, babe, once we get done with these two big things, man, how can we open up more to help people?
Yeah.
And now we want to do that. And Shay, we said that before we knew that the economy was going to get crazy. And the world was going to get crazy, and finances are tight for a lot of people. So we want to show you guys multiple ways to help people, but still make income. That's what I believe in. I want to make some money, y'all, just like any of y'all do. But how can I tie that to helping people?
Yeah. Gap filler, sir.
Got to be the gap filler. So Shay, I think I'm done. I'm going to let you close us out, Shay, if you done.
All right, I am. So family, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, far, near, wherever you are, I am sleepy, we are hungry, and we are acting crazy. But we definitely appreciate y'all. We thank you for allowing us to be comfortable, right? We spend a lot of time behind computers doing different things, coaching and consulting people, and to have this opportunity to share with y'all the cozy coaching, the new and improved version of what we do here is a blessing, and we appreciate it. So tonight, I want you to go ahead, get ready to learn some new AI tools, tricks, and tips on how you can get better prompts going and better results from those prompts. Join us at our workshops. We'll be posting those. We'll also be talking about them every time we're getting ready to have one here in the group. Again, if you are interested, can you move that thing down so they can see my beautiful shirt? Oh, thank you, sir.
Y'all hear that?
But if you are interested in the gap filler shirts and you want to get your hands on one, let us know by texting the word GAP, GAP, to 407-326-0086. Also, if you are interested in next week's AI book writing workshop, text the word book to 407-326-0086. And also, if you are interested in today, I think this is the final day, it might be the final day of the VA sale, July 16th. We want you to go ahead and text the word VA sale to 407-326-0086. Again, it is truly an honor and a privilege. We appreciate everyone's time. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. We hope that it was a value add to your day and a value add to your business. Keep doing what you're doing. Be successful at it. Be encouraged. Be blessed. And stand on Ezekiel 22:30, right? Yep, 22:30, and be that gap filler. No matter what entity you're in, always do it with the mindset of God. I'll be your appointed person to stand in the gap, make up the hedge, and be that bridge of intercession for whomever I come into contact with. And that's what I got.
I love it.
One more fist bump for the road.
Hey, so check this out, man. Love God, love people, and love real estate.
Yeah.
And remember, the thing that we live by, we want to be used by God.
Yes.
We want to be respected by the community.
Yes.
We want to help people.
Yep.
And we want to make a bunch of money doing it to be able to build the kingdom of God. Because remember, not to buy all of these lavishly things. Because somebody will hear me like, ooh, he want to make a bunch of money. Yes, I do. Because I want to build the kingdom of God. Because God already told me, Derek, if you focus on my mission, on my vision, my plans, Derek, I'm going to give you all of these things that you really want. It's just going to be an added benefit to it. So your prayer tonight should be, God, how can I be a gap filler? Derek and Shay talked tonight about being a gap filler and filling that gap for people that are less fortunate. Because somewhere also in that good book, it says that when you do unto the least of these, God said it's like you're doing it unto me. How powerful is that if you're doing God a favor or you're helping God?
Yeah.
That's powerful, guys. So again, man, my prayer for each and every one of you is that God allow you to move at the speed of instruction and let no devil in hell stop you in terms of what God has already put in your heart. Because remember what procrastination means. It's the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for what he's already told you to do. And most of y'all that are watching this, I don't care if you're live or it's the replay, God has told you to house people. God has also told you to write a book or create some kind of curriculum to either A, help somebody, or to B, help somebody through your story. Thank you, Shay.
Yeah.
So again, you got to help somebody through your story. Some of y'all got a real story, but some of y'all got a bunch of how-to books. How to do this, how to do that. And again, we're going to teach y'all how to find out what's trending, and maybe we'll write a book behind that.
Ooh.
But again, don't let no devil in hell. In fact, Father God, in the name of Jesus, let no devil in hell stop what you've already put in the hearts of these people. Allow them to move at the speed of instruction. And again, God, be the best version of them that you've called them to be. Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for joining another episode of Don't Wait to Be Great.
On the cozy coaching segment.
Saturday at 10 a.m.
We're going to be cozy.
We're going to be cozy on the couch. So we'll see you guys Saturday at 10 a.m. Don't wait to be great.
God bless and good night.
Good night, everybody.